The Genesis 6 narrative states that the Nephilim are on the earth in those days and also afterwards. If that's true, can we find evidence that corroborates this? I'm L.A. Marzulli. Join me as we go on the trail of a Nephilim. There is a hidden history that has been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail. Folks, today is the 25th day of February. We'll get into this and so much more, but first, a word from our sponsor, My Patriot Supply. Global problems are having local consequences, too many of them. Take food shortages, for instance. Supply chains can break down at any moment, as we've all learned the hard way, and we've seen it. We're experiencing it in real time right now. That means now is the time to get yourself some emergency food from our good friends at My Patriot Supply. They're America's largest preparedness company with millions of happy, well-prepared customers. Let me just stop right there, folks. We've got cans in Oklahoma. We've got cans out here in an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains. So we love their product. It's great, and we're stocked up. My Patriot Supply food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. It's an insurance policy that you can eat. When you need it, it will be there. Act now and save $50 on a handy 4-week emergency food kit. The kit provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. Every person in your family should have one of these. Go to my special website, preparewithla.com, and save $50 on each 4-week food kit you purchase today. That's preparewithla.com. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. Once again, preparewithla.com. This is on top of the site where the so-called Temple of the Sun allegedly was. Now, we don't know, as I've been saying all week, what this thing was called. The Temple of the Sun, the Temple of the Moon. They have no idea. Why? They don't even know who the builders were. They'll say it was the Inca because that's what they have to say. But if you look right here on the right-hand side, where my cursor right there, I think you can see that. Yeah, right there where the cursor is. That's Inca slop, head-sized stone. So why do we see Inca, head-sized stone, which is indigenous, found right there in a locale? They can just pick it up for repair work. Look at the megalithic stone here. Look at in the foreground what's going on there. Or the background, I should say. So, and we'll get into this. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling. This stone here, and the one to the left of it weighs about 40 tons. How did they get it up on top of the mountain? There are no beasts of burden. And before I get in and show you the clip, a gentleman, no names mentioned, sent me a picture of the Inca stones and said, they used dinosaurs, L.A., the Inca stones. And I said, I don't think so. Why? First of all, there's no fossil remains, number one. Number two, if it was something, 6,000 or 7,000 years ago, you would find bones all over the place. You don't. But more importantly, and I did a report on this not too long ago about the Inca stones, ICA. In my opinion, they are 100% forgeries, all of them. They were created by several families. They were given to Dr. Cabrera. He, in turn, created this museum. I've been there 3 or 4 times. They're very crude artwork. The whole thing just collapses. I actually went and met the woman who carved thousands of these things for Cabrera. So, to use that and to say that they used dinosaurs, that's just not going to fly here on this show. Not buying it. There were no beasts of burdens. So we're looking at technology which supersedes anything in modernity. So moving right along, let me run this clip so you can get an idea of what it's like up there.
People who live in
I'll stop it right there. Notice the way the wall, which is still intact, and look at the stones, the way they're dressed. Look at right here. the precise angles. And then, of course, we see this is a polished surface. This gas here was probably done after the fact, or maybe during something cataclysmic that happened. Here on the right, we've got what I would affectionately call Inca slop. We see the angle that the whole thing is pushed into the mountain, set into the mountain. And then we see just the absolute precise stonework, which rivals anything in modernity. Now, right here, I'm going to show you this. We'll talk about this probably Monday or Tuesday. This, we would now believe, whoever the builders were, look at the size of these megalithic stones. Cyclopean architecture, Nephilim architecture, fallen angel technology. Look at these, they're like plinths. And what they're there for is to prevent earthquake damage. The builders were that savvy. It's absolutely incredible moving along. And here we are in front of that one stone, and you'll notice this, that they have literally carved and chiseled the entire face of the stone off to leave this line, which goes all the way through the stone. Do you realize how much work that is? I mean, it's mind-boggling. This stone, as Brian will tell us, weighs about 40 tons. Once again, our hats are off to Richard Shaw, the director and photographer, videographer of the Watchers series. Rick passed away, be 3 years this summer. So you can go to streaming.lamarzulli.net and download Watchers. I believe it's Watchers 6, A Secret Cosmic War. So here we go. This block of granite weighs approximately 40 tons. And you've seen how much we've had to climb to get up here. The quarry is behind me, about a mile away. This is very inaccessible. We can climb it, but how did they move a 40-ton block of stone to this position? Not only that, look at how this has been precisely carved out. And the joint down here is seamless, literally seamless. And because this is sloughed off from thousands of years of weathering, you can feel the polished surface of the granite. Brian, tell us about this, please.
Well, this is probably the finest example of joinery in Peru, because this block, which is at least 12 to 14 feet long, fits perfectly, and I mean perfectly, on top of the blocks below and straight through 3 feet to the other side.
Amazing.
You can't fit a human hand in that joint. Today we could possibly create a joint like that, but you would need a massive saw that had zero vibration to it. The saw blade couldn't move back and forth at all.
Sure.
Because this is a seamless fit.
40 tons of stone moved into this location from a quarry over a mile away, which itself is pretty inaccessible. It's absolutely incredible. What we're looking at here, once again, are the fingerprints of a supernatural. What amazes me is, we get like 3,000 or 4,000 views a day, and I'm thankful for that. Don't misunderstand me. But, you would think with the millions of so-called Christians on the planet, billions actually, what is it, over 2 billion Christians on the planet, that people be flocking to this because it's real proof of something that's supernatural that happened. And yet, and look, I do my job, and it's up to the Lord to bless it or do whatever he's going to do. But, and I get it. We move politics, prophecy, and a supernatural report over to Rumble. Otherwise, we would be censored here. We wouldn't have a show. So we do 2 shows. This is On the Trail of the Nephilim and our daily UFO report. And then over on Rumble and Bitchute and Roku, that's politics, prophecy, and a supernatural report. I just want to thank all of you who come here on a daily basis and watch the show and support what we do. I just want to thank you for that. It's much appreciated, and it keeps us going. If you want to contribute to us, you can go to our website. There's a donor page. You can become a Patreon member. If you want to donate to the ministry, because that's what this is, it would be great. Anyway, folks, a great way to donate is to go to streaming.lamarzulli.net. Streaming.lamarzulli.net. Download all 7 of them and binge watch them. I promise it will blow your mind. I will be in Dallas, Texas. No masks, no mandates, no vax, anything. Come on down. Use the promo code LA20, LA20, and get $20 off. HearTheWatchman.com. Hear the Watchmen, M-E-N. HearTheWatchman.com. HearTheWatchman.com. I'll be speaking on Saturday. Can't wait to do it. I know that several people, really good friends of mine, will be there. It's Derek Gilbert, Pastor Paul Begley, just to name a few. Pastor Casper, I know, will be leading worship and I believe preaching on Sunday morning. Eyes to See. You're going to want to check that out. And we'll see you there, okay? So let's get into our UFO report, which was what we do here every day. Dear LA, I really enjoy watching your shows on YouTube and Rumble. Thank you. I love that in your work you show proof in the biblical text. Because you're a man of faith, I trust sharing with you the experience I had on May 15th, 2021, 6:43 p.m. In the video, I was focusing on the one UFO in the center. Not until recently did I notice there was a second one. At the 39-second mark at the top right corner, it drops straight down to the bottom right corner. You can zoom in and slow the footage down so you can see it better. I noticed the more I looked at the video over and over again, I was able to see it happen without zooming in. I forgot to mention I live in Orange County, California. I give you permission to share. I have more videos, and she goes on from there. So you got to look at the center of the screen. It's very small. Close encounters of the first kind. At the 39-second mark, watch the top right it here. The thing appears and just drops down like this. So let's take a look. There it is right there. See it? No noise. And I will stop it right at the 39-second mark. So it's very small, very difficult to see, but there it is nonetheless. In the center. Not a plane. Okay, here we are at 34. So let's back that up. Look right up here and watch it when it comes down. There it is. There it is. There it is. So that to me looks like the real deal. Let me back that up so you can see it. It's certainly not a plane. Could be a bird. Here we go. Watch the top right. There it is. Now, in my opinion, the way it's moving, I don't think it's a bird. I'm leaning towards UFO craft. So there you go, folks. Look, UFOs are real, burgeoning, not going away, which is why we made the free film. UFOs, Disclosure, The Coming Great Deception, and the Luciferian Endgame. What are you waiting for? It's free. If you haven't seen it, open up a text box right below this video. Scroll down a little bit, free UFO film, click the link, watch it. There is so much information there. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. I'm a Trail of Nephilim, and of course, our daily UFO update. If you have a pictures, videos, an encounter, sleep paralysis, any of those things, had an encounter with a gray, reptilian, been abducted, been taken, implanted, shoot me an email, la@lamarzulli.net. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, we'll see you on the air or in the air.
Matthews, I've seen a UFO.
I've seen a UFO.
And I saw a UFO.
A UFO.